John, the Sea Monkey Dude here, and I am live on YouTube. Looks like there's one person watching, unless that one person's me. I don't think so, though. So, hi, whoever's there. I don't do a whole lot of live videos. It's easier to record them and then post them when I'm done. But some feedback I've gotten is that you guys want to see live videos. So, we're going. I didn't make an announcement that we're doing this or anything. I'm just starting. So, yeah, we're here. We're going to start some new tanks today. I've got a new executive supersized suite right here. We're going to start that one. And we're going to start a couple other executive sets. We're going to start this executive set and this executive set. So thanks for watching. If I don't get to your question, I apologize. I will try to answer it as I can if I see them on the screen here. I don't have another moderator here. I'm literally recording this with my phone pointed at me, and I'm hoping the questions and stuff will pop up on the screen. Looks like we got a couple people watching now. Hey guys. So we'll start with the big executive suite here. I'm usually a rule follower. I follow the rules, I follow directions. One thing with Sea Monkeys I don't do, though, is do packet 1 and 2 and wait 24 hours between them. No, I do 1 and 2 at the same time. It's I think it's sort of well known that the main reason for doing number 1 and 2 and waiting the 24 hours between is to let the actual eggs that are really in number 1 hatch and grow a little bit. And then when you put in number 2, you know, they've hatched, grown a little bit. It's easier to see them. And number 2's got that dye in there. So, hello from Spain. Holy cow. Hi. Good to see you. Appreciate you joining. It must be really late for you, right? It's like almost 8:30 here where I live in the United States. Are you how many hours ahead of me? 5? Something like that? Is it like 1:30 in the morning where you're at? I'm guessing. I don't know. All right, so we're going to start with this. I'm going to put in all 3 packets of all 4 packets of number 1 right here. The executive supersized suite is 4 times the size of a regular Sea Monkey tank. So we're going to put in 4 packets. I like putting in the packets before the water. That's just me. Other people do it different ways. Do it however you want. I like putting the powder in. I think it mixes easier if you put that in, and then put the water on top. You're working night shift. It's 1:22 a.m. here. Hey, I had the time right. That's cool. What do you do for work? It's cool that you can watch Sea Monkey videos while you're working. All right. Number 3. And here's the 4th one. All right, shake it out really good. Get all that stuff in there. And these packets are mostly salt, you know, some minerals, and eggs. We don't know the exact formula, though. Only one person on the planet, to my knowledge, knows that, and I don't think she's talking. All right, we're going to put in 4 packets of number 2 here, the instant live eggs. Here we go. Hey, Mr. Chicken. You were talking to me about the baseball project. That's awesome. Yeah, we were chatting a couple hours ago, weren't we? Good to hear from you. All right, there's 1 packet number 2 in here. Here's the 2nd packet number 2. All right, here's the 3rd packet number 2. And let's do the 4th packet number 2. There we go. All right, throw this away. Believe it or not, I like to keep a neat and tidy desk. Those are thrown away now. All right, we've got our water right here. This is just a gallon of distilled water. I bought it from Meijer. You can see I usually get this at the grocery store. I shop at Meijer and Kroger usually. Sometimes Target, but it's more expensive there. Now we're supposed to put 48 ounces of water in here. I don't have a measuring cup near me, but I've used executive supersized sweets in the past, and I know if I go down about 3/4 of an inch or so from the top, that's about 48 ounces of water. So I'm not going to measure it. If you haven't done this, measure. Make sure you're getting the right water to powder ratio that you're supposed to have. So I'm going to pour this in. You can see that there's dye in there. It's looking a little green. A little bit more water. That looks good. Okay. Put the cap back on my water, put that aside. And I like to stir with an Aqua Leash. You know what? I'm going to use the bigger Aqua Leash. This is deeper than a regular tank. You see this? This really long Aqua Leash came with one of the racetracks. That's where I got this, and I still use it for stirring and stuff like that. Yes, the executive tank, the current one, it's not available in Spain. I'm sorry. It has 4 times the packet. So you get 4 of packet number 1, 4 of packet number 2, 4 of packet number 3, the food, and you get 4 of packet number 4, the plasma 3. Yeah, plasma 3 is packet number 4. A little silly. I didn't name the things. All right, I'm just stirring right now. I'm going to do this for a few minutes. And yes, Mr. Chicken is right. This is 4 times the size of a standard Sea Monkey tank. Here's a standard one for comparison. This is like an Ocean Zoo style tank. This is one of the older executive sets right here. This holds about 12 ounces of water. This is 48 ounces. So you just quadruple everything. If you want to learn a little bit more about what comes with the current executive supersize suite, when you're done watching this video, scroll up 1 or 2 videos in my feed. And a week or so ago, maybe 10 days ago, I don't remember the date, I did an unboxing of this and showed all the contents and stuff. So take a look. But right now, this product is available from SeaMonkeys.com in the United States and in Canada. And that's it, unfortunately. So if you don't live in the United States or Canada, which we know we've got one Spanish friend watching right now, kudos, thanks for watching. Make friends with someone over here and have them ship it to you. That's what I've done to get some of my Sea Monkey products from other countries. There was a set very similar to this a couple years ago. I think it's still current. That was available on the Australian Sea Monkey site. And that site ships to several different countries. Not United States and Canada, though. And yeah, I had someone in the Sea Monkey community that actually was from Australia. They purchased it. It was shipped to their house, and they just ripped the label off and put a new label on it and shipped it to me. Very thankful to have friends in this community that like to help each other out. So you're asking if I can use a heating mat with this. Yes, that's how I heat this. I've got a big heating mat. It's off camera, but it's right over there. It's one that's made for plants. It's really big. It's like got the dimensions printed on it. I'm not moving my phone because it's going to fall. It's like propped up. That heating mat is 10 inches by 20.75 inches. It's big. You know, it takes up the back corner of my desk there, and I can put several Sea Monkey tanks on it. I've had it for a couple years now, and it works well. It's got a thermostat too, so you can set it to whatever temperature you want. All right, I'm still stirring. I'm going to blow some of this water around. It's looking like it's dissolving pretty good. That's great. I like having strangers to talk to while I'm stirring my water. That sounds weird, but that's what's going on right now, right? All right. So we're stirring. I'm going to stir it for another minute or two. I want this to be really, really good. And then we're going to set it aside and we'll set up some regular size sea monkey tanks. I got 2 others we want to set up if you haven't been watching since the beginning. All right, looking good. Sorry if you guys hear background noise. My family's home. A couple of them are watching a movie, and I just heard one of my other kids screaming for me. One of my other kids. It makes it sound like I've got a whole lot. I've got 2. So my other kid. All right. I think this is looking good. Let's squirt the water out. Make sure we don't have anything left in this aqua leash. And I'm going to go set this on that heating mat that I mentioned. So let's move this really carefully. I love this little tag on here. Pretty cool. All right. I know you can't see where I'm putting it, but I'll show you guys later. Don't worry. Okay. I can hear my family in another room talking about wrestling action figures. I'm sorry if you hear them. All right. There we go. Got that in its spot where it needs to be. Good. Let's set up a couple more tanks here. Cool. I'm reading your comments here. I have the Volcano Sea Monkey tank and the LED tank of Aqua Dragon. The first Sea Monkey tank didn't grow up in 2 weeks, even with air pump. I'm sorry, yours didn't grow well. Not sure what the issue was. You always start your tanks late at night? Sometimes I do too. I have time at night. I work during the day, right? So I work from here though. Sometimes I do it during the day if I'm taking a little break from work, but typically it's at night too. It's not that late though. It's like 8:30 here. All right. We got these 2 we're going to set up as well. Let's go for it. So let's do this one first. So this was one of the executive sets, the one that sort of comes in that black box. It also, there's a black box that's like all black and has like a Sea Monkey's logo on the front. You open it up and it looks really nice. You have this and the packets and the spoon and the literature. I think an aqua leash and an air pump maybe. Don't quote me on that one. I think it comes with an air pump and the squeegee. It's sort of cool. Yeah. This one I have been using for a while, and unfortunately my pets in here did pass away. It happens, right? So we cleaned this out. We're going to set it up again. All right. So this is a regular size Sea Monkey tank, older executive set. So we use 1 set of packets. Again, I'm going to put them both in tonight. I know the instructions say to wait 24 hours, but we're good. Especially if you're using good water. I don't ever recommend using tap water. Bottled distilled water, bottled spring water, that stuff's good. All right, we got packet number 1 in there. Put packet number 2 in here. If I don't get to your comments right now, you guys, I will look later. It shows up as really small text on my phone there. All right, we've got 2 packets worth of powder in there. Let's get that jug of water again. Here it is. Take the cap off. And here we go. Now, 12 ounces of water, is the approximate amount that you want to use. Good rule of thumb, if you don't have a measuring cup, fill to the top of the highest magnifier. I read that in an old Sea Monkey book somewhere. A lot of the newer sets have a fill line on the tank. If you've got a fill line, well, that makes it even easier. Just fill to the line. But these older ones don't. There we go. All right. I'm not going to use that really long aqua leash for this. We'll just take a regular one. There we go. Purple one. Should be good. All right, we're going to stir. You guys are going to watch me stir water. Got 5 of you watching me live stir water right now. That's hilarious. But thank you. All right. We're going to stir this for a couple minutes. I'll spread them. Ooh, 6 people now. Here we go. I see you've had luck with Aqua Dragons. I have not tried Aqua Dragons, honestly. I haven't had a desire to, honestly. I've had good luck with sea monkeys for the most part. We all have issues sometimes, right? Nothing's perfect. But I've had good luck with sea monkeys as an adult. I had them as a kid, too. That's part of the reason I'm so into them. I love nostalgia, and this reminds me of my childhood, having sea monkeys a couple times. My sister and I had them. We had them in the 90s, and we had Ocean Zoo tanks that look sort of like this, but we had blue and red ones. Mine was red, hers was blue. And I remember it came with the yellow handbook. It's fun to raise pet sea monkeys. We read that book cover to cover, and at the back of the book, they had the order form where you could order all sorts of stuff. Hey, Joe, I saw your question there. Are sea monkeys different from brine shrimp you use to feed fish? Depends on who you ask. They are brine shrimp. Let's put it that way. Artemia salina is the type that they were sort of bred from. According to sea monkey marketing materials, they are a hybrid species that were bred and basically to be a little bit bigger and last a little bit longer than standard brine shrimp. I don't know how much of that is science and how much of it is marketing. My guess is it's a little combination of both. I couldn't tell you, though. But they're definitely brine shrimp. According to the sea monkey marketing, though, the species of brine shrimp that sea monkeys are is Artemia nios. It's N-Y-O-S. And that's NIOS. Don't ask me what it stands for. It's New York Oceanic something. It's basically the lab where they did the research and created the pets. They named it after them. Pretty cool. Angel, I see you're here. How are you doing, man? I haven't talked to you in a while. Oh, you've got all sorts of cool pets. I've got sea monkeys and cats and dogs, which I love my cats and dogs. They're fantastic. But they're not that exciting, I guess. They're pretty standard pets here. That's what most people have. But yeah, I love them. Believe it or not, cats are my favorite animal. Sorry to disappoint. Love cats. We got too many of them, though. All right, this looks like it's stirred up pretty well. So this executive set I mentioned came in that black box. There's a couple variations of the box. One was all black, opaque front, and one had like a plastic window in the front. I think the contents were identical though. This tank also used to have some little plastic coins that were painted gold at the bottom, similar to the pirate gold tanks, if you've seen those. They're actually this color. This is the lid that comes with this one. Pretty sweet, right? I took those out. The paint started chipping and getting mixed in with the water, and I don't know if that was hurting the pets or not, but I figured it's not good, So I was able to sort of pop those coins out as one solid plastic piece. So we're going to raise them in here without those coins. Let's set this one aside now. All right, there it goes. One more. So this is very similar. It's got the bottom that's more like a traditional Ocean Zoo. That last one had a flat bottom because it's supposed to have those coins in there. This one's the rocky bottom. Looks like little mountains or craters or whatever. Craters, I guess. Yeah. And This one has the black lid with Hatchie on it. There you go. Can you see it? Lighting's not perfect, sorry. There you go. I think you can see that. We got Hatchie on there. This set, I don't think was in the box when I bought it. I think I bought this one used. I don't see it as often. I don't really know a value on it. I don't know what came with it. If any of you guys know, feel free to let me know. Post in the comments and stuff. So, yeah. Reading your comment, Joe, about brine shrimp from the pet store. Live a few days or a week. And you've got sea monkeys that are over 2 months old and they're alive and huge. That's awesome, dude. I love hearing that. Really cool. Glad your sea monkeys are doing well. Hey, a pickle jar works too. I mean, I've done DIY tanks and beer growlers and vodka bottles. As long as you're using the right amount of water with the packets, usually good. And as long as your vessel that you're using is clean, don't ever clean them with soap though. If you use soap, rinse it out really, really, really well, because any soap residue will likely kill them all. Yeah, that's not fun. All right, here we go. Packet number 1 is in there. Here comes packet number 2. Got it all in there. Let's throw away this paper packets. There we go. What do we need next? We need water. I hope you enjoy your Ocean Volcano when you get it, though. I've got one of those, too. I haven't used it in a while. I had over 20 sea monkey colonies going at one point, and it was sort of cool for like 2 days. Then it got to be a little bit obnoxious. I've only got a few now, but I've got some really, really big ones. Got a 15-gallon and a 16-gallon aquarium with these guys. That's pretty cool. At least I think so. All right, we got the packets in here. Let's stir this one up. We'll stir it for a while, then we'll use the aqua leash to blow some of this salt around so it dissolves really well. That's really cool about your custom lid that you printed. I don't have a 3D printer at all. That stuff looks fun though. I've got family members and friends that do that stuff, and it all looks really cool. I have altered several sea monkey lids though to fit airlines and stuff like that. You guys know the mini worlds? Those little square acrylic clear plastic tanks. There's the moon one, the beach one, and the city one. They're really cool, right? They have little tiny holes in the top. Not as big as like the holes in these lids, if you can see. And that's decent size right there. You can fit an airline in there. The holes are much smaller, but they're little round holes. I've just taken a power drill to it and found bits that were slightly larger and just made the holes bigger that were on those lids. I've done that on probably 3 different mini worlds. Worked well. I'm not using those ones right now though. I've got mixed feelings on those mini worlds. I think they look really cool. Visibility is hit or miss as far as looking at the pets. That's important to me. I like watching the pets. I'm just blowing some of this water and salt around now. I still see some salt particles in here, trying to get it to all dissolve before we're done. If I ever put sea monkeys into a bong, what would happen? I have not. I don't own a bong. I don't smoke. Not judging. If that's what you like, cool. But what would happen? They'd probably live for a little bit and then die. That's my guess. If you were using the bong for its intended purpose, that is. If it's clean and you got the right water parameters and everything, maybe they could live in something like that. They probably could. I don't see why not. Yeah. But yeah, if it's one you're using, yeah, no. Angel, you started a year before me. When I got into this in 2020, for everybody watching, go look at Angel's videos. He's commenting right now. I started this hobby in late 2020. It's like December. Well, that's when I got my first tank as an adult. I actually started doing my research a month or two before that. His videos are some of the first ones that I watched. There was basically two people on YouTube with Sea Monkey videos back then that were constantly posting, and they couldn't be more opposite. Angel's videos were longer format, similar to a lot of the stuff that I post now, and it's super informative, very scientific. This guy knows his stuff. Go watch his videos from like 4 years ago, seriously. And then the other videos were Chels Badger. You guys may have seen her, and her videos are more TikTok style. They're like 10 seconds long, literally. They're great, but totally different styles. That's what I was watching when I was getting into Sea Monkeys as an adult. I was like, okay, we got two people posting about this stuff, and they couldn't be more different from each other, but they're both fantastic. I love them. So happy to know both of you guys now. Yeah. All right, this is looking pretty good. Give it a couple more squirts. There we go. And I'm going to go put it on that heat mat that we mentioned like 10 minutes ago. And that's it, you guys. I didn't have anything else I wanted to talk about today, but I figure if I'm going to start these tanks, might as well do it live on camera and see if anyone wants to watch. And thank you for you guys that joined. We got 4 of you right now. We were up to 6 or 7 or 8 at one point. Sea monkeys love warmth. Yes. We talked about that like a year and a half ago or something. Thumbs up, Joe. All right. Good chatting with you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to go put this on the mat, and then I'm going to go watch a movie with my son. Have a good night, you guys. Bye-bye.